Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we are absolutely diving into a massive paradigm shift when it comes to ambition and achievement. We're going to unpack the core concepts from Ryuho Okawa's book, The Laws to Achieve Eternal Success, specifically zeroing in on Chapter 1, The Law of Success, which lays out the foundational steps you absolutely need to achieve true lasting victory.
We constantly hear about how cutthroat the real world is, right? It's like this deeply ingrained belief that climbing to the top means you've got to sacrifice your own peace of mind, or worse, step on other people to get there. But we have to ask, is that really the only way? Does reaching your goals inherently require you to be ruthless?
To figure that out, we've broken this down into 4 key areas. First, we'll look at true success and happiness. Second, focusing on the happiness of many. Third, the role of guardian and guiding spirits. And fourth, cooperators and delegation. Let's get right into it.
Starting with our first point, true success and happiness.
Right out of the gate, this philosophy completely challenges a major modern assumption: the idea that success and happiness are the exact same thing. I mean, we all know people who achieve massive worldly status, right? Like top-tier politicians or elite CEOs. But so often, they totally sacrifice their families, their own mental peace, or the well-being of the people working under them.
And that brings up a really crucial distinction. Worldly success might mean you get that big promotion or close a massive deal, even if it leaves you feeling empty inside or, actively hurts someone else. But true success, it's fundamentally different. It's not just some victory lap at the finish line. The entire process of achieving it mutually generates happiness. It perfectly overlaps with a positive, uplifted state of mind for everyone involved.
Moving on to Section 2, the happiness of many.
This brings us to the first major principle in the text, known as rishi, which basically means establishing your core ambition. Here's the thing. If your baseline goal is purely to get rich or become famous by dragging other people down, you are completely missing the mark. Sure, that kind of worldly ambition might get you some short-term results through sheer brute force, but ultimately it just causes suffering. The book argues that your foundational goal absolutely must be tied to elevating the people around you. It's got to be an ambition to spread happiness, not just hoard it all for yourself.
Which naturally leads us into Section 3, guardian and guiding spirits.
Now we're jumping into the spiritual mechanics behind all this. This principle highlights that relying solely on your own earthly physical effort just isn't enough. There are unseen forces at work that we really need to align with.
Think about it like this. Just like you wouldn't want to hang around a super selfish, toxic person, high-level guiding spirits feel the exact same way. If you operate with a totally ego-driven mind, they're going to step back and essentially say, well, if you want to do things your own selfish way, do as you please. And man, that leaves you incredibly vulnerable to negative influences that match that lower frequency.
So how do you attract high-level heavenly guidance instead? The text gives us 3 clear elements. First, keep your ambition pure and large. Second, do the work with absolute sincerity, completely dropping those selfish motives. And third, maintain constant gratitude. Simply expressing heartfelt thanks to your unseen guides literally makes them want to support you even more. It's a game changer. And when you achieve success with this kind of pure mindset, it doesn't just give you earthly rewards. It literally expands what the book calls the vessel of your soul. You build this incredibly deep, enduring confidence that stays with you into the next life. By pushing through failure, you're gaining the leadership capacity to step up and actually rescue others.
All right, let's look at Section 4, cooperators and delegation.
This principle tackles the external, physical actions you have to take to bring those massive ambitions to life. Specifically, mastering the knack for employing and cooperating with others. Because, let's be real, no matter how ridiculously capable you are, massive success is never, ever a solo act.
You have to actively cultivate cooperators who genuinely resonate with your selfless ambition. If you're sitting there thinking you can do everything yourself, you're just kidding yourself. Large-scale work requires a huge network of support. We're talking about your boss, your colleagues, your subordinates, and absolutely, for sure, your family.
And here's why that is so absolutely crucial. Gathering cooperators doesn't just add to your power linearly, like 1 + 1 = 2. No, it multiplies it exponentially. Winning the genuine cooperation of a team multiplies your force by 3, 10, 100, or even 10,000 times. A great leader directing a massive team is literally outputting the energy of 10,000 people.
But to unlock those massive multipliers, you have to be able to recognize the unique talents of the people around you and actually delegate. It is such a common trap, holding on to all the work just because you know you're highly capable. But if you do that, your impact hits a really hard ceiling. You've got to find the right people, trust them, pass the work down, and free yourself up for higher-level strategy.
So, let's bring this all together. By setting a selfless ambition, purifying your mind to receive that unseen spiritual guidance, and mastering the practical art of multiplying your power through delegation, you effectively merge the physical and the spiritual into one master strategy. And according to the text, that is the true path to lasting, eternal victory.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a really hard look at your own personal drive. Ask yourself, are your goals designed just to push you ahead, or are they built to elevate everyone around you? Because according to this framework, that is the ultimate dividing line between a temporary win and an eternal success.